So I've got lots of ideas and lots of tips for you, and they're in my ebook, but here's 5 just to get you started. And they're 5 really basic ones, but they're really important. So if you just follow these 5 tips and change your writing just with these, you will be ahead of 90% of your competition. I guarantee it, because most people don't do this. So here's the 5 tips. Tip number 1, keep it simple. The old KISS principle, it's an oldie but a goodie. It really, really is important, because sometimes we make things harder than they need to be. So just keep it simple. Number 2, no jargon. Now, we all have jargon in our industry. We don't even know we're speaking it. In my industry, for example, advertising, caps doesn't mean a cap, it means capital letters. Bullets doesn't mean bullets, it means bullet points. All sorts of jargon, we all have it. So often we are so entrenched in the way that we speak in the language of our industry or the language of our business, we don't even know that we're talking jargon. But if you're selling to the man in the street, they are not going to understand you. So don't use jargon. That's number 2. Number 3, spelling, grammar, punctuation. I had to say it really. Apostrophes, etc. Not everybody will notice, but the people that will notice will think, if you can't spell and you're not careful about that, how careful are you going to be about fixing their brakes on their car? I know it's not fair, but first impressions, it really is important. So I don't think it matters if you can't spell, but as long as you know you can't spell, get someone to help you. Number 4, break it up. If you've got tons of copy, tons and tons of text, reams and reams, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling on your website, nobody's going to read it. Even if it's really important, valuable information and you can't cut it down and you need it all there, you really have to find a way to break it up, because if people are looking at something and it's too hard to read, they won't bother, and that would be a shame. So break it up into paragraphs, put subheadings in, break it up with bullet points, bold key phrases. Don't make all your paragraphs this long. Use graphics if that helps you get the message across. Anything you can do to break up your text into bite-sized chunks so that people can absorb it. And people scan when they read. They don't read the whole thing word for word. So people are jumping around looking for the important information for them. So they might just scan the subheadings and just jump down to the paragraph that interests them. So make sure that you break up your text, break up your copy, and that will really help people read your copy. And number 5 is the last one for today. It's cut and polish. So ladies think diamonds, gentlemen think cars. Cut and polish means edit and edit and edit again, because good writing doesn't just come out that way. It isn't draft 1. When you read good writing, whether it's a novel, whether it's advertising copy, whether it's anything, that's been edited and polished and proofed and worked on and polished until it's effortless to read. You don't even notice good writing. You only notice it when it's written really badly. So anyway, those 5 tips should help you get out of trouble, and they should also put you ahead of most of your competition if you do that. So they're my 5 tips for you. There's lots more in my ebook and there's lots more on my blog. So have a look around and see what you think. Thanks.